House Majority Whip Tom Emmer winning the Republican primary for Minnesota's 6th congressional district. He is now set to face Democrat Doug Chapin, who ran unopposed. That will be this November. Joining me now, the man himself, Minnesota Congressman and House Majority Whip Tom Emmer. Congressman, congratulations. It's great to have you on the program, as always.
Thank you, Cheryl. Good to be with you.
So tell us about the path to victory for November, and also really talk about the broader midterm story and you know, the uphill battle that these Republicans may be facing to keep the majority in the House come November.
Well, it's a great question, Cheryl, because if you listen to the mainstream media, it's already over. They're telling you their polls are showing that the House is going to flip and Republicans have a huge headwind against them. There's no question that the environment is challenging. But right now, Republicans, especially in the House, Cheryl, where we have 435 pieces of geography, each piece of geography has its unique demographics. You have an incumbent or a candidate who fits that district and is running on the issues that are important to that district. That good incumbent can actually fight through the headwind. In this case, there are so many things that our incumbents can sell as to what we have done over the last year plus with Donald J. Trump, putting America first. A lot of the things have to do with the big, beautiful bill, the working families tax cut that was passed and signed into law last summer. It is having an amazing impact on the economy in spite of the gas prices that are related to the Iranian conflict and other challenges that you see in the economy. I like our chances. The map has never been better. We've got over 20 of their members that sit in seats that Donald Trump won. They've got 9 of ours. I like how it's shaping up. It's going to be about the economy, and this last push is going to be the most important.
Well, you know, we've got inflation data coming up in a couple of minutes here, but that is the story, is what the American consumer is paying, and whether it's gas prices or grocery prices. I'm sure that you're hearing those concerns among your constituents while you're out on the trail. But I do want to ask you about what's happening with the Democrats, because fellow, Democrats are turning on each other over Minnesota's pandemic-era welfare fraud. Congresswoman Angie Craig and Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan shifting blame as they faced off ahead of their primaries. Flanagan won the Senate primary, as you know, despite her serving as Minnesota's number 2 during this fraud scandal. Here she is. Watch.
Now let's talk about Donald Trump's out-of-control ICE force. We need to rip ICE apart and stop them from terrorizing our communities. We are going to make health care available and affordable once and for all. We are going to fight the corruption, whether it's in the White House or in the halls of Congress.
Congressman, your thoughts on that messaging that you're hearing from her right now?
Well, first off, Peggy Flanagan is going to have to address all Minnesotans, not just her crowd down in downtown Minneapolis. I mean, that's who you hear screaming about this, because we have heard from all kinds of constituents, please thank Donald Trump for trying to keep us safe and get these illegals out. And by the way, for chasing down the fraud, waste, and abuse. Cheryl, look. First, looking at Peggy Flanagan, she's just a more masculine version of Tim Walz, but it's the same person. She is literally in the fraud issue up to her eyes. $9 billion in fraud under her watch, Tim Walz's watch, Keith Ellison, Ilhan Omar. Think about this, Cheryl. Not one government official has been charged or held accountable for almost $9 billion in taxpayer money that was built out of our state government into the hands of Somali fraudsters. And I'm going to point out, this isn't just Peggy Flanagan. We've got a state U.S. Senator, Amy Klobuchar, running for governor in this state. Cheryl, she put out 1,000 press releases in the last 2 years, a year and a half. Guess what? Not one of them addressed fraud. This is an issue that's going to be front and center. Vote for Democrats, you will get more of the same. Vote for Republicans, you're going to get a change.
And your state obviously has been almost ground zero when you talk about kind of this extreme messaging that we're seeing from the left. And as far as the work that you're doing moving forward, you're now poised for a post-recess September scramble, it's getting called, because Republicans are trying to advance, of course, the president's agenda. But Senate Budget Committee Committee Chair Ron Johnson did unveil the budget blueprint before leaving for the August recess, and there's tens of billions of dollars in spending for the military, for farm programs, for election integrity. I actually spoke with Johnson on the program yesterday. Listen to what he told me.
Before the midterms would be difficult, we decided collectively between the president, senators and House members, let's work on a far better reconciliation bill than the skinny one that we brought to us that had no pay for us. And President Trump and his team, let's do a far better job of providing the support the finest among us deserve in the military, but also do whatever we can using reconciliation to pass some election integrity. The reason we didn't pass the Save America Act isn't because of Republicans, it's because Democrats refuse to vote for any election integrity measure because they want to make it easy to cheat. Go figure.
What can be done when you return, Congressman?
Well, I just want to point out that before we left, Cheryl, what Senator Johnson, who I have huge respect for, what he's talking about is they passed their own budget resolution. The House passed one before we left. The House passed what we can do now. It's Reconciliation 3. Once this one gets done, it has to do with our intelligence community, funding them, and our military, funding our military. And it also has to do with election integrity. Once that gets done, then we'll move on to a much bigger, beefier bill that has to do with waste, fraud, and abuse, which is what Ron is talking about. In the meantime, look, it had the Save America Act in it. And I don't think people realize that can be passed in the Senate by overruling the parliamentarian. It only takes 50 votes plus one to overturn the parliamentarian, and there is plenty of precedent for it. It didn't get done. We're going to come back. We're going to go at this hard. You should expect that a CR will get done quickly because nobody on the Republican side wants to see the government shut down. I know that our colleagues on the left would like to see that. That's not going to happen. We also have to get FISA taken care of. We've got to finalize the NDAA bill, and then we've got the FY27 appropriations bills that have to move. And before I forget it, don't forget that we also have to do a highway bill reauthorization before the end of September. So we got a full menu of things to get done. And the House will perform again.
So much work to be done. Congressman Tom Emmer, always great to have you on the program. Thank you for being with me, Congressman. Great points from you.